This is easily the #1 accessory that you should have in your camera bag at all times as a content creator. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all are doing well, and thanks for joining me for another video. And today we're talking about a DJI product that I think could be arguably the best accessory that you should have in your camera bag basically at all times. Now, I've been using this for a few weeks now, and I have to admit, I don't leave home without it. If I'm creating any sort of content, the stabilization that this product offers it's hard to compare to, and it's definitely something that because of its lightweight and because it's so convenient, has features that make it quick to turn on and things like that, the quick launch, and it helps you up your content creation, helps you up your video quality. Now, DJI has been a leader amongst gimbals and stabilization for a very long time. And this goes all the way from their Ronin products to their drones to their action camera that's done, in my opinion, very, very well. All the way to the DJI Osmo Mobile 6, which is what we're going to get into today. So like I said before, I've had this for about 3 or 4 weeks, about basically a month now. And I primarily use it on my real estate video shoots, and it has done wonders. It works incredibly well. I'll actually have some samples, that way you can take a look at what the footage looks like if you were to just handhold a iPhone or a mobile device versus using the DJI Osmo Mobile 6. So what comes in the actual bag is going to be 3 parts, which are going to be your clamp, it's going to be your tripod, and it's going to be the actual gimbal itself. Now, in terms of build quality, I'm a big fan of the plastic feel. At first, I will admit I was not, and that's really because I was anticipating more of a metal feel, but in terms of practicality, it makes sense that they would use plastic type feel because of the sheer weight of it. So I do like the weight with this because it's very compact, it's very easy to use, and it makes sense. So all you need to do is connect the tripod to the very bottom, place the clamp on your phone, and it does have, I don't know if you can see this, but it has a small indicator on this side that basically has a little camera. So I don't know if you can see that, but you want that facing your actual camera on your device. If you lay your phone flat like this, all you do is place on it, have this device facing towards your camera, and that's it. What you will do is align this dot right here with this one right here. Notice when I unclasped this that it did power on, and that's called their quick launch feature, which I'm a big fan of. It allows you to kind of get going as quick as possible, so big fan of that as well. Some of the features to note on this thing are going to be your scroll wheel right here that helps you zoom in and out, and it also helps with focusing manually if you have that set. Your record button, your mode button, your flip camera. If you're using an iPhone, it's basically going to flip to either the back facing camera or the front facing camera. If you double tap, it'll change your orientation to either landscape or portrait mode. So note that as well. You have a little booklet that it comes with too that shows you all the different tricks and stuff that it does. And here's your scroll wheel, which obviously adjusts your phone and faces your camera where you need it to go. Of course, you have your trigger as well that helps you lock in your shot, so that way you can keep moving and keep focus on the subject that you were shooting. So it's very, very simple to use. So as stated before, one of the top features that I like is the fact that you're able to open it up and get started right away. This is their new quick launch feature that's on the Osmo Mobile 6. As soon as it automatically turns on, and you're able to get started in shooting once you clasp your phone to the device. The other thing is the status panel, which is going to show you clear indicators of what mode you're in. how much battery life you have, things of that nature. And then the Active Track 5.0 is what I was talking about earlier. And this is where you have features that can help you track. It'll literally track your movement as you move around the room. Now, as a content creator, my thought process behind using this device is really, and really any product that I have in my camera bag is really practicality. Am I going to use this, and is it going to help me get the job done better and create a better product for either my client or for YouTube or anything like that? Whatever makes my job easier as a content creator and helps me get the shots that I want. I like having that available to me and having it as a resource for me to use, especially for me. I'm primarily a solo shooter, when I was shooting weddings and quinceañeras and things like that, real estate, I shoot primarily solo. I don't really have a second shooter unless I otherwise hire one. But when it comes to content creation, I want things that are going to help me do my job efficiently and make sure that it gets the job done right. And I've always trusted the DJI product line. I've really just always kind of dove into it and felt like it was a great quality service that I was going to get. I have a DJI drone, I have the Ronin S, and now I have the Osmo Mobile 6 that has done me very, very well. I trust their product. And if I were looking into getting a different version of this, I would take a look at the price point. Of course, if it's a little over your price point, I think this runs right about 170, 175 with tax. If that's above your price point, they do have a $100 option. But to me, spending that little bit extra, or 130 or something like that, but spending that little extra to go from the Osmo Mobile 5 to the 6, if you're debating between those two, then I think that it's a very good move to just invest in the Osmo Mobile 6 for all the features that comes with it. Now, if you already have an Osmo Mobile 5 and you're thinking about going to the 6, then that's going to be really up to you, because in terms of quality in the gimbal itself, you're not going to see that much of a difference. Really, just in the build quality and everything, you're not going to see that much of a difference either. But some of the features that are available on the 6 that the 5 doesn't have, like the Active Track, the enhanced Active Track, really, the quick launch, which is the automated power up, the status panel itself is not on the Osmo Mobile 5 like the 6 has it. I think it's a very good product for you to invest in if you don't have one and you're a solo content creator, such as a realtor who is wanting to get quality videos and quality walkthroughs to show clients and things like that. Keep in mind, your mobile device does incredible video, especially nowadays. I'm shooting 4K 60 on my iPhone, which was unheard of a few years ago. So for this to be available in the palm of our hands is kind of crazy. It's able to have this handheld stabilizer enhance the videos that are coming from an iPhone on a mobile device is absolutely incredible. So it was almost a no-brainer when it came to purchasing this one, that I needed one in my camera bag, and I haven't regretted it since. So if you're on the fence about purchasing one and debating if it's worth it, I would weigh the pros and cons and figure out where is my obstacle. Is it the financial side of things? If so, shoot an extra session and just make that extra money. If it's more so like, do I need it as a product? I would argue that it's going to enhance your videos to a point where it's going to make a difference in how you shoot, what you shoot, ideas that come to mind when you shoot. So I do think it's worth it, in my opinion. But of course, it's going to be up to you, and if you want to take that leap of faith. I know Zhiyun has their own version of the mobile device, or the mobile stabilizer. I haven't shot with it personally, but it's because I trust DJI and their product line. So I do love everything that they've produced so far and everything that I use on a daily basis pretty much for all of my content work. So, well, let me know what y'all think. Let me know if this is the gimbal for you, and if there's ever anything that y'all want to ask or have questions about in terms of content creation, feel free to leave a comment. If you have questions about products that I use, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer it as quickly as I can. But I love interacting with people who are interested in the content creation world, whether that be photography or videography. I love to share the knowledge. Granted, keep in mind, I don't know everything, and this is an ever evolving industry, so I love learning from new content creators and people who have come before me. And so it's always something where you just always want to be a sponge. And so these are products that I use and that have done me well. There are other ways to do this, and trust me, I respect it. And you know, it's all up to you, and people have their own way of doing things, and that's cool. But these are just products that I use, that I can stand behind it, and I like the video, and I like the photo, and I like the product that it produces when I use these types of tools. So let me know if y'all have any questions that I can answer for y'all. Leave them in the comment section, and I'll catch you on the next upload.